Hello and welcome back to Deck Pilot. This week I'm taking my homebrew mono green Spider-Man deck for a spin on the ladder. I like this deck a lot because it focuses more on the early game and develops into a strong mid game. It's a little bit different from the mono greens that we're used to that runs Tharian Golems and Oak Fathers and those big heavy hitters. This focuses on the smaller creatures that take control of the board quickly and then you overwhelm your opponent with those Verdant Forces and Grove Guardians. So let's get into the matches and see how I do. Match 1, and I'm going up against Evu Magi, or Magi, or however you want to pronounce it. And I have a pretty decent start in hand. I have Verdant Force, could take an Elderwood as well if I want. And I think this is pretty good, you know. This gives me a turn 2 collector, and I have the power up. In case it's something like, I don't know, mono red. Mono red or crack form, I do really well against. It looks like it's probably going to be blue jump. Unless Evu is playing something quite spicy. But we'll have to see. So we're just going to build to the side. Going to take control of this well. And then we'll try and contest this well here. And go from there. Wow, Evu might even race me down the opposite side. Battletoads. Okay, blue jump. Let's see how I do against this. Willow really helps in this matchup. It's a shame I haven't drawn it yet. We'll take Verdi, and we'll push in to this well. I could go more aggressive, I suppose. It depends what he decides to do with his land. Oh, that is a forest. This is Battletoads with a forest. So this could be Apex Predator. It's hard to make a read on this sort of deck straight away. I don't really want to make land for my opponent here, so I think I'm just going to do this. And plop Spirit of Rebirth behind, so this does get cleared. My Voice of Truth will get a power-up, not that relevant. Might be later on if I need to kill Battletoads, you know, a 2/6 Voice of Truth. It's going to be pretty handy in that situation. However, not the best target. I've had situations in the past, because I play this deck so much, that I just have a ton of power-ups on like my Sagami Grovecaller, and I just dropped like a 7/9 Sagami Grovecaller. I'm just like, this is really sad. I want other cards to get powered up. Oh, this is Three Wishes, okay. Perhaps Three Wishes events? We've seen Battletoads, we've seen War Elemental, Falcon Dive. Okay, this is Three Wishes event. This is the deck I did the last Deck Doctor on. Very interesting to see that I'm actually going to be playing up against it. And I didn't do too well. If you haven't seen that episode, I did struggle quite a bit. And it wasn't pretty, that's all I'm going to say. We're going to take the other Spirit of Rebirth here. If you get multiples of these cards down, you can get tremendous value. And if this Aurora goes in, we'll be in a bit of trouble. If he decides to Creation into Aurora again, that's not too bad because I can just use the Voice of Truth then. It looks like she's going to line up some removal. We do have an Emperor's Command. Doesn't really help in this situation. Looking at our hand, not a lot going on. Don't need land necessarily, so let's take a draw. Oh, a Deepwood Stalker. Very nice. So we're going to take the collection. Take the Elderwood Embrace. Clear Aurora. We still die to these two. So what we need to do is take the Deepwood Stalker as well. I'm going to clear this collector. I believe. And maybe we even go -2, -1 at this point. Make it harder to clear this guy. So we're protecting the Spirit of Rebirth. We're clearing the Faeria Gatherer on the right hand side, forcing the Water Elemental to retreat if he wants to double collect this turn. We've taken care of Aurora as well, so there's no chance there's going to be a Creation on Aurora now. That makes things a lot better for us. Looks like he might just shimmy into collection. Get some new rock tokens down. Teleport isn't the worst draw here. I will take a draw again. Not much going on in hand. So it's not really a good... If I had drawn the teleport, I could have made a forest to make my teleport pretty good, but in this situation, it's not really anything worth teleporting. So what I'm going to do is kill the Battletoad. Up. Move up. I'm going to go for a 1-5 Voice of Truth. And reset the spider. Then we're going to feed this. Bit of a power up these guys. See, 2 power ups there. And this is part of your utility cards is not terrible because, you know, like a 1-5 Voice of Truth isn't that threatening. But once you extend its power to 2 and 3, it can clear most early game creatures. Like, it can clear Trident Trainers without the power ups, it can clear Battletoads, other Spirit of Rebirth, for example. So there's a lot of things you can attack and get good value once you power up these cards. But most of the time, you want to hit spiders. Grove Guardians are really good to hit as well. Verdant Forces are good as well. But it makes them more vulnerable to Frogify and stuff like that. So sometimes I don't really mind these getting powered up, you know? I feel like we take an aggressive line now. Take the retreat. Clear this. We'll take the weaker Sagami Grovecaller. Shimmy this guy here. Could even Elderwood at this point. So I've drawn both my Voice of Truth, so we can't Voice of Truth it. Frogify could be an issue. Soul Drain is an issue as well. Now let's Elderwood. Let's be the aggressor. Let's push some damage. If he has the answer, be it Frogify, be it Soul Drain, you know, it's pretty unfortunate, but we got to push damage, and we're forcing a response at this point. There's a lot of Faeria on our opponent. He's got 18 Faeria. Probably just gonna free wishes. See what he finds. I've picked up a lot of my utility already, so the Verdant Forces and Grove Guardians might be cropping up about now. Maybe Bone Collector. Spirit of Rebirth. So my other Spirit of Rebirth. Maybe feed the forest. He's looking around the board. He's thinking, what am I going to do here? 3 wishes again. Another Spirit of Rebirth. Double Elderwood. Wouldn't be enough. Doesn't look like a lot's going on here. Just gonna fling Aurora's Creation into a spider. We'll run out of time. Might be looking to power up the spider with the spirits, but we'll probably just carry on being aggressive at this point. Take a draw. Another Grovecaller. Move these up to the double collection spots. Shift the spider. I'm going to go for the Grove Guardian. I'll just pass. We have lethal. Just with these 2. So he could trade the 3/3 in. Probably going to play a Grove Guardian of his own. It actually isn't enough. Because I can double teleport. So what I could do here, if that's the only response, I have 7 damage. I'm going to see a Grove still can go in. Okay. Still got 4 health. Maybe wants it to trade. But I can attack with this for 5, taking him down to 7. Teleport this out. And then... Oh, another growth. Okay. And a Colossus. Oh, he's covering my forest. Sad times. Alright, I have 1, 2, 3 forests. That should be enough. So we just move this over. Forest here. Hit. Teleport to this forest. Then teleport this here and finish him off. And there we go. There's some tricky teleport plays there. And keep that in mind if you have multiple teleports in your hand and there's a taunt in the way, you can teleport around them by teleporting the creature that attacks first away from their orb, and then teleporting the creature that is taunted onto the spot that is safe and finishing off your opponent. 1-0 for Spider-Man so far. I'm just going to show that the Events Wishes deck can struggle quite a bit. I mean, he even had 2 free wishes, but it just wasn't enough. It's kind of the problem right now with the deck. These mid-range decks or these tempo-orientated decks are just too fast. And I have too many tricks allow him to find lethals. Onto this game, we have rank 23, so this guy is climbing. He's looking to get those top spots, those top 10 for the monthly cup qualification. Just keep in mind, all players from in the top 10 slots will qualify at the end of the season for our $3,000 monthly cup. And this is looking like more traditional green, using wood elementals. Could even be Crackthorn. Crackthorn uses wood elemental as well. I don't really need to play Spirit of Rebirth right now. I guess I could. Yeah, I should be fine unless he's got double spider. Does he have enough for double spider? That's the question. So he collects 1, going up to 2, plus 3. He could go plus 1, but he won't have a forest available. So the Spirit of Rebirth should be safe. I guess he could go Emperor's Command into Spider. Let's see if I get punished. This is kind of a high value target. Especially if you don't respect it. You have to respect this card. Oh wow. Okay, so this is a very interesting land placement. I'm gonna step back. He's looking to teleport. That's what he's looking to do. And take the value clear. But then I'll take. So he goes to the forest here, does the teleport, moves into the well. So I shouldn't have moved actually. I should have stayed here to stop him from collecting from this well from the teleport. I moved a bit preemptively there. I figured out the teleport play after I moved. So I get really punished if he has that teleport. I give him that extra Feria, which could be a big difference in the long game. Alternatively, if he does go for the teleport and there is no power up, Spider-Man clears out the Wood Elemental, good old Deepwood Stalker. I also have the 7/7 Verdant Force to fight. If I pick up an Elderwood Embrace, this could allow me to clear out anything he plays here. But if he's going to be playing safely, he probably just plays in this spot. Oh wow, okay, no teleport. Going for the Elderwood Embrace on this guy. So if I pull a power up now, I'm in a really good spot. Could just go for the feed. Go for Voice of Truth feed. Go for the draw first. That's an option. Let's see. Let's see what the draw gives us. No Voice of Truth. Okay. Let's Voice of Truth. Take the feed. Didn't give us what we wanted. I'll just take the trade then. See what I mean about these Grove Callers? It always happens to me. My Grove Callers get really big when I play with this. Spirit Rebirth just loves Parannox Grove Crawlers. It's just like a hobby. It's gonna try and landlock me, it seems. So I should stop this. So I'm gonna take the double neutral, gonna retreat, and play a Willow. And this Willow's job is to protect my Spirit of Rebirth so I gain more value. So I get bigger Grove Crawlers, it seems. These two guys, they get along really well. Best buds, Spirit of Rebirth and Grove Caller. And this double neutral play, it gives me a way to push out land later, but also allows me to play a card here, which could be pretty important. It could give me that additional failure I need if I don't win the battle for the double collection. So it keeps me on par with collection, which could be really important. It depends what he plays next. A grizzly bear? Not very often you see the old grizzly. Double Spider-Man. That is a clear. You know what? I might just go for the double spider on this, because it allows me to set up a collector on this side. I could draw for a power up, but I'm not too confident I'll find it. So let's do that. The great thing about this line, I think, is I stop him from collecting 2 Faeria next turn and leave him locked in and taunted by the Willow. Now if he takes a hit at the Willow, that puts him down to 7, which allows potentially allows me to clear this next turn. And if he doesn't have Empress Command or the Falcon Dive, I start collecting off this well. I could even go to double neutral here, move up, and start double collecting in this spot. And this is going to be a problem for him because he's going to want to fight for this side, but I might be allowed to just freely move in this part. Oh wow, okay. So, Overgrown Tower. I haven't seen this card in a while, especially since the spider's inclusion. Feed the forest. How does that help me? Not a lot. Actually, tell a lie. It's quite handy. Because now what I'll do is... It might seem a bit wasteful, but it just gives me a bit of time. I'll Voice of Truth my Willow, and then I'll feed... Oh, this Grove Caller. And I'll double neutral, and I'll move. I'll just pass there. He's collecting no Faeria right now. I'm tri-collecting, gonna shift into double collection very soon. Is that Tephra? Oh, the punish. That's a big punish. Got a bit greedy on the Willow. It's gonna be very difficult for me to kill this. Again. This Grove Caller. What is going on, buddy? Could take the hit in now to get the value. Could move up 1 forest, teleport, kill the Overgrown Tower with the spider. Seems reasonable. What else is going on at the moment? It blocks Tephra from collecting. Puts a 2-1 here, which could be a problem if he leaves it up. I have a 6-8 blocker then. Could just push 9 damage next turn, so I'm going to probably have to set up a Virgin Force. I don't think I can go for that line. I want to set up Teleport, because I just want the body, to be honest. Maybe I just teleport this here. Like take the additional forest, block, teleport this guy here. He can run away, and then I can play the Verdant Force. I'll see if the Grizzly chases this. Because if he starts clearing stuff now, he's just powering up my hand. Yeah, it looks like he's gonna chase the spirit. Oh, resetting my Grove Caller at times. It's fine. I'm just buffing up my other Grove Caller. It happens. It's a shame. If I had a power up on this, it'd be so good. Because I could Spider-Man this and then run these two guys in. 10-10 Grizzly Bear. Don't see that every day. Another Grove Caller. Are you serious? Come on, game. Be nice to me. Right, let's step this over. I'm probably going to use this spider to clear. But I do want to feed this just to see what's going on. A Grove Guardian. Okay. Not much is going on, unfortunately. Oh, power up is so bad for me. Alright, let's Spider-Man this. I miss out on the collection, but I wanted to taunt the Tephra up. I probably just lose to a power up now. And the reason I lost this game is I got super greedy with that Voice of Truth. Just completely forgot about Tephra. He's gonna feed the Willow. And if I had Voice of Truth the bear, this game would be completely different because my Verdant Force would be able to live and clear maybe even 2 for 1. That's fine. Absolutely fine. I say that. Just going for an economy play, trying to protect my 2/4, make sure it doesn't die meaninglessly. You know, I can just collect Faria and go from there. Could take aggro land. I mean, he doesn't even need to. He has this land here. Placing a land here is not going to do too much. Like an extra Verdant Force, Firing Golems. So the mirror match with this version of Mono Green is pretty bad because I try to win the game fast, using stuff like Bone Collector, you know, Spirit Rebirth, get good value early on, and then overwhelm my opponent. The problem is in the green mirror, especially if they're playing this variation of green, I usually get overrun by Firing Golems into the late game. Like the late game is really difficult. I can't really see an out here, so I'm probably just going to concede. That wraps up this episode of Deck Pilot. Hope you enjoyed it and give this deck a go. It's a lot of fun. Very unconventional, very different to the mid-range greens we're used to, and I like that it focuses on the early game, so if you like those faster matches, this will definitely be the deck for you. If you like this video, be sure to drop us a subscribe where you can find more content coming from me in the future. We have Deck Doctor, Deck Pilot, the new card Spotlight series, which focuses on cards that are not used in competitive play and finding homes for them in other decks. And of course, any other content that gets uploaded like monthly cup recaps and monthly cup VODs. If you want to see more decks and more guides and stuff like that, head over to Faeria.com/the-hub for all your decks, articles and guides. Until next time guys, take care, have a great day.